Kumalala vs. Savesta round 2. We're gonna go over the brand new meme chapter and lore that just dropped that revealed Kumalala and Savesta will face off once again in 2023. Make sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy because it's gonna get crazy. Like and follow for more, and let's get into the video. Okay, let's dive into how Kumalala and Savesta were able to return to the Memeverse. Going back to the Memeverse reset of 2023, Kumalala and Savesta were nearly deleted. After the epic Kumalala vs Savesta arc taking place in 2022, they slowly became more relevant in the Memeverse. As a result of this, they suffered decreasing power levels and nearly fell off. However, in the great meme reset of 2023, all memes were reset to the same power level. Because of this, Kumalala and Savesta returned to equal power level but also had decent relevancy. Then going into 2023 started the dawn of the great meme war. This is where epic meme battles took place, including Ohio versus chess, and other things like the spinning skull being stolen. But during all of this, Kumalala and Savesta were training in their respective hyperbolic time chambers. But as the war began to rage on, a tear in reality would appear, and both Kumalala and Savesta would escape from the hyperbolic time chambers and return to the Memeverse. But this time, they were both completely different. They'd both gained insane power levels from their eons of training, and now they'd be on the prowl to find each other in the Memeverse. As they both observed the meme war, they'd start to close in on Ohio. They'd heard of the certain Ohio rumors and what was happening to Ohio versus Chessverse and other critical meme characters. Once everybody caught wind of the fact that the math teacher had the spinning skull, they'd both try to track down the math teacher. This would lead them both to Oklahoma. As both of them would attempt to reach Oklahoma, they'd hear of each other coming back to the Memeverse reality, and they'd go on the prowl to find one another. First, it would start with Kumalala entering a sunflower field, and Savesta chilling outside his house. They'd even travel to the hills to try and find one another. But the fateful place they met each other were at the gates of Oklahoma. This is where they'd both get into an insane stare down. And we'd have the dawn of Kumalala vs Savesta rematch. Let's take a look at each character's brand new feats, power level, and strength to try and deduce who would win the battle. First of all, let's take a look at Savesta. Savesta's seen a massive buff in his Riz category. Now Savesta has seen an increase of about 5 times Riz. This means he's able to debuff opponents if he's able to do the Riz face. This will debuff people around him and make him more powerful. Not only that, but Savesta has perfected the art of shadowboxing. He's almost mastered shadowboxing jutsu. This means he can predict his opponents and find out which way they're about to turn next. He also has a wide array of finishers that he can use on his opponent, one of which is called 4K. If his opponent looks in a specific direction, he's able to take a picture of them instantly and deal double damage. Another one is a salt and pepper celebration, which makes his opponents instantly more salty. He's also taking these shadowboxing abilities to his boxing career. He's an expert boxer and has knocked out the likes of Matt from Wii Sports. With that amount of insane experience, he should be well prepared in the field of martial arts to take on Kumalala. Not only that, but dawning in the new Memeverse, he's also defeated characters like the Ohio Vice President. And he's even taken on and defeated the PE teacher. But let's see how he stacks up against Kumalala. Kumalala's also drastically increased his power level ever since the great reset of 2023. Ever since the reset, Kumalala has been working on his defensive abilities. In fact, he was even able to use his defensive abilities to affect LeBron's legacy. And by affecting LeBron's legacy, he was even able to become an extremely powerful basketball player. So strong, in fact, that he was able to use his basketball ability to defeat the strongest athlete in the Memeverse, Baller. After defeating Baller, he also went on to defeat Slicer and Crusher. If you don't know how strong they are the 4 strongest samurai and athletes in the Memeverse. And using this increased power level, he'd also join in on the raid of Ohio. He'd go on to defeat the Ohio Final Boss's left and right hand men, the secretaries of Ohio. And his victory would result in one of the final blows of the fall of Ohio. So now that we've gone over the buffs of both Kumalala and Savesta, let's take a look at what happened in their epic battle. The battle would begin with Savesta shadowboxing Kumalala. He'd get him with an insane left, right, up, down combo, sending Kumalala flying into the galaxy. Savesta would then follow up with rapid punches. However, because Kumalala was working on this defensive ability, he was able to parry all of them. After parrying all of Savesta's attacks, Savesta would then resort to Riz. He'd use his Riz ability phase to be able to stun Kumalala. Using this ability, he then hit Kumalala with Chuck Norris's roundhouse kick. Part of Savesta's training had been learning from other greats in the Memeverse like Chuck Norris, and he managed to use his ability to affect Kumalala. Kumalala would then be sent flying out of the Milky Way galaxy. Things would then go from bad to worse for Kumalala, as Kumalala would then receive one of the craziest uppercuts the Memeverse has ever seen. In fact, a galaxy light years away was split in half because of the sheer power of this uppercut. This would stun Kumalala, allowing him to be hit by one of the craziest rapid fire combos ever. Kumalala's body would continue to contort as Savesta would hit him with a rapid amount of blows. But that's when Kumalala snapped. Kumalala would power up and catch Savesta's punch. As a result of this, Savesta would be completely frozen in his tracks. It was Kumalala's turn to unleash an attack, and he'd go all out, buffing his attack by 5 times power. He'd punch Savesta in the face, sending him flying to the other side of the galaxy. He'd then use the ability of affecting LeBron's legacy to attack Savesta. But before he could get a good blow in, Savesta used the One Who Asked to block the attack. After borrowing the One Who Asked power, he'd attack Kumalala again. Kumalala would dodge Savesta's punch, but the shockwaves from the punch alone sent Kumalala flying. Kumalala would then be sent into a black hole. Savesta would be in hot pursuit. That's when Kumalala decided to go all-out attack against Savesta. Kumalala would use his 1000 punches attack to be able to attack Savesta. This would make Savesta fall, but Kumalala would say that he's not done yet. He'd teleport behind Savesta, hitting him again. And this would continue with Kumalala constantly teleporting behind Savesta and punching him across the galaxy. Savesta would not be prepared for this rapid fire attack. This would send Savesta flying into another galaxy. But this time, Savesta would take the battle to Binley Mega Chippy. And in Binley Mega Chippy, Savesta would stop by and order some food. By the time Kumalala got there, Savesta had healed partially. And using this newfound strength, he'd strike Kumalala. But to his surprise, Kumalala didn't move. He then hit Kumalala with a barrage of attacks, but then again, Kumalala wouldn't move. And before he could punch Kumalala again in the face, Kumalala would grab his hand. And then Kumalala would state that they were never on the same level. After this statement came the craziest 50-piece combo ever seen in the Memeverse. The attacks would go so fast that Savesta wouldn't even be able to see Kumalala's punches. Not only this, but after every punch, a planet would explode. And as the planets continued to explode all over the galaxy, Kumalala would continue to ramp up the speed of his punches. By the end of it, Savesta was on the ground with Kumalala standing victorious. Kumalala would then stand over Savesta and state that they were never rivals. Then Kumalala would banish Savesta to the dead memes land. This is where all memes that fell off and died go, and legend has it that no one ever makes it back from dead memes land. And that's how in the new chapters of the Memeverse manga, Kumalala defeated Savesta. Thanks for watching Kumalala vs Savesta round 2. If you enjoyed this video and want to see other videos like this, make sure to check out my channel and my TikTok page, Hyperstrides. Also join the Discord if you want to see more. Thanks for watching and see ya!